Good morning, everyone. I am Mr. Kobiri, one of the physics facilitator at Unlock Wise. I'm here to introduce measurements, techniques, and physical quantities, IGCSE 0625. Okay, for today, we want to look at the measurement techniques. We have 7 fundamental base quantities, which are length, mass, time, temperature, amount of substance, luminous intensity, electric current. All these fundamental quantities, they have their units. For example, length, which is measured in meters. Then we have what we call time, which is measured in seconds. Then we have what we call temperature. The SI units for temperature are kelvins. We have what we call amount of substance, which are measured in moles. We have the luminous intensity, candela. All these are 7 fundamental base quantities. So these 7 fundamental base quantities, they have got their instruments which are used to measure them. For example, we can use a ruler to measure length. We can use a tape measure to measure length. We can use a measuring cylinder to measure volume. So these are the instruments which can measure these quantities. Okay, we have what we call quantities which are scalar quantities or vector quantities. They are grouped into scalar quantities and into vector quantities. And we need to explain what is a scalar quantity. A scalar quantity is a quantity that shows magnitude only. For example, speed is a scalar quantity. Length is a scalar quantity. We also have quantities that are vector quantities that shows both magnitude and direction. Examples of vector quantities are momentum, velocity, acceleration, to mention just a few. So we have talked of physical quantities, which we have grouped into scalar and vector quantities. These quantities are physical quantities which are important in IGCSE 0625. Okay, we also need to determine the resultant velocity of angles which are in a right angle. Angles, for example, 90 degrees. So how do we do it? We have to draw a triangle, a right angle triangle. And we show how do we calculate the resulting vector in a right angle. So we are looking at physical quantities and measurement techniques. For example, we have length, which is measured in meters, SI units meters. Then mass is kgs, time seconds, temperature kelvins, amount of substance moles, then lastly luminous intensity candela. So that's the 7 base quantities that we have. Or the other one is electrical current. Electrical current. SI unit for electrical current is amps. Scalar quantities. Scalar quantities can be defined as the quantity that shows magnitude only. Examples are speed, mass, temperature, time, etc. These are scalar quantities. Why are they called scalar quantities? Is because they show magnitude only. And for example, we have speed, mass, temperature, time, etc. Vector quantities. Vector quantities, these are quantities that shows both magnitude and direction. So that's the difference between scalar quantity and vector quantity. Vector quantity shows both magnitude and direction, whereas scalar quantity shows magnitude only. Examples of vector quantities. Examples are, we have velocity, acceleration, momentum, gravitational field strength, electric field strength, that's all. So these are examples of vector quantities. So velocity, acceleration, momentum, gravitational field strength, electric field, they show both magnitude and direction. Okay, now we want to determine the resultant vector at right angles. Let's now draw our right angled triangle. So we have 5 newtons here, 7 newtons here. And the question requires us to determine the resultant vector. So how do we calculate the resultant vector? We use Pythagoras theorem. Because this is a right angled triangle because of this 90 degrees. So how do we apply our Pythagoras theorem? Just say 5 newton plus 7 newton squared. So square root of 5 squared is 25 plus 7 squared is 49. Then we just find the square root of 25 plus 49. 9 plus 5 is 14, L1, 4 plus 2, 6, 7. Then we say root 74. So square root of root 74 becomes our resultant vector. Let's punch in our calculator. Square root of 74, 8.6. So our resultant vector is 8.6 Newton. So this is how we determine the resultant vector at right angles. So basically that's all about physical quantities and measurement techniques. So a recap of this topic, we have to know the measuring instrument which are used to measure these fundamental quantities. In order to measure the amount of substance, we use a measuring cylinder. In order to measure length, we use a tape measure or a ruler. In order to measure, we use a digital timer or a clock. In order to measure a velocity, we also need a digital clock. In order to measure period of oscillation, we also need a digital time. So basically that's all about physical quantities and measurement techniques according to IGC SE 0625. That's all.